It's like waiting for the ships to come in, isn't it?
How do you make money for nothing?
You're throwing this away as well?
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
This is nice, though, isn't it?
That's why reclamation expert Jay Blades wants to get his hands on things before they hit the skip.
I've been a builder, I've been a philosophy student, and now I'm a furniture restorer. So I know more than most about transformation. I revamp the old into the new and then sell it on for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
They do need a little bit of fixing.
Yeah.
A little bit of love.
he can transform his finds into desirable,
Wow, this is amazing.
valuable,
That's unbelievable.
That's your door.
and hopefully saleable items.
You've done a brilliant job, mate. Brilliant job.
If Jay is successful, then he can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
I wasn't expecting that. No, dear me.
Welcome to Walsall Recycling Centre, a lively scene of hustling and bustling, where Jay is on a mission to turn your trash into hard cash.
Now look at this. It's super busy. I don't know why I'm talking to you guys. I need to get out there and find some gems.
But before you make a beeline for your local tip, take note. Jay's been given special permission
Or anything, any junk.
to seek out 3 items that he can reclaim, revitalise and sell on for a profit.
What are you throwing away?
First to catch Jay's attention is David, with a piece of furniture on its last bobbing legs.
That looks nice. Hello. Oh, let me give you a hand.
Oh, cheers. Thanks.
Thanks very much.
How you doing? I'm Jay.
Hi, Jay. How you doing? Yeah, good.
So, obviously, you're throwing this away.
Correct, yeah.
And why?
Mum's moving with us to Somerset, so we decided to get rid of all the stuff in the house. That's about 50 years old, so...
So you remember this as a child, then?
50 years ago, I guess, yeah.
Right.
There's just only a certain amount of stuff we can keep, you see.
So Mum doesn't mind you throwing it away?
No, not at all, no. It's been stuck in the garage at the back for years, but good craftsmanship in those days, by the looks of it.
No, it was. And look, it's still solid. Obviously, you've got that split in there and
Yeah.
that split. But that's not a problem at all, actually. I do like it a lot. Would you mind if I was to take this?
No, please help yourself.
And I'll keep you posted on what I've done with it.
Yeah,
Is
that'd
that
be
all right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's diamond.
A jewel of a find indeed, Jay. So, David, any thoughts on what the future may hold for your mum's table?
Bit of modern chic. What do they call it these days? Distress chic or something? I don't know. I'm sure he'll do a good job.
Well, thank you for your vote of confidence, but here's hoping it won't be too distressed.
Now, it's not every day you come across an oak table. Now, this table is lovely. The features on it are to die for, but it's got a naughty crack right down the middle there, and also on one of the drop leaves. But I'm a great believer in bringing things back to life, and I think I know someone who can help me out on this one.
And that's someone that Jay's invited to the table. Daniel Heath, the Renaissance man of rubbish. Daniel's passion is to take unused materials and make them sing.
There's a point in the creative process where you kind of have this eureka moment. It's a painful process of trying to extract an idea and put it into some visual that works. I like to think that the limits are only temporary for what we can do, and I get really excited by new opportunities that I haven't really even thought of until they come along.
Well, Daniel, if ever there was a table crying out for a new lease of life, it's this one. With one item safely tucked away, Jay's back on the lookout for enterprise number 2. And he's feeling pretty lucky today.
Just found a tub of money. That's a bit too easy, isn't it? Right, let's go and find some real items.
Good idea. Perhaps David can deliver with his trunk full of junk.
How we doing, mate?
Yeah, not bad, not
all
bad.
right?
Yeah,
So
no,
do you
good.
have the seats to go with them?
I do, but these weigh an absolute ton. They're soaked to the skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where they been outside?
Been in the garden for all summer, really.
Well, let me have a look at those chairs.
Yeah. Have a look at that. Here's there used to be 4, but the other 2 broke. But these,
The other 2 are broken.
yeah, chucked them away a long time ago. Yeah. Well, you like the look of them, then, do you?
I do like the look of them. You can tell that they've been outside because that's starting to lift.
Oh, yeah,
that's
they're
just
starting to
basically where the
expand,
glue
aren't
is.
they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
expanded.
Yeah.
But they're still solid. So
Yeah.
that's it's brilliant. Varnish has come off.
Yeah, well, I did try and break them up before I came out, and I couldn't break them, so I just chucked them in.
Well, that's a
like
good sign you couldn't break them. That's a really good sign. So how long have you had these chairs then? They haven't always been outside, have they?
God, no, they were in the house for many years. Got to have had them 20, 30 years, something like that. In fact, these came with my second wife.
And she doesn't mind getting rid of these?
She helped me load them, actually. So,
Oh,
yeah,
she
yeah,
helped you load them.
Yeah.
So it's all right to take these?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll stay in contact with you and let you know what I've done.
Yeah,
Is
that'd
that
be
all
great.
right?
Yeah, I'd be interested, yeah.
Diamond,
Okay.
sorry about the wet hand.
That's all right, not a problem. Yeah,
Right.
you're welcome.
I'll be back for those seats as well.
OK, I'll get those out for you.
Cheers.
Thank you, kind sir. But what do you think he'll do with them?
I'd like to see them back and functioning, to be honest. They only got rid of them because they didn't fit anymore, and we had a new table. Yeah, I'd like to think somebody can sit on them in the future, yeah.
So 4 would have been a lot better, but 2 is better than none at all. I think in the right hands, these are going to look amazing.
And Jay has 4 hands in mind that could be perfect. It can only be Katie and Richard. Husband and wife team Katie and Richard not only have love for one another, but also for creative reclamation. And they're sharing it with the world. Their passion is to take unused and unloved items and make them sing.
I do have a tendency to go quite crazy, and maybe a little bit crazier than you, that'd be fair to say, and you're good at reining me in.
Our skills are sort of complementary, I think,
Yeah.
as well, rather than overlap, so
Yeah.
we don't tread on each other's toes.
It's very egalitarian, as long as he does what I tell him to do. I think it's all right, isn't it? It works well, yeah.
She's in charge.
Well, someone will need to be for this challenge. That's 2 items gathered, tagged and loaded onto the money-for-nothing wagon. Now it's time for Jay to chase down his own pound-making project.
I did it all by myself.
And he's making himself useful along the way. Good man, Jay.
There we go. All right.
One good deed deserves another. Could Lee's boot full of junk be music to Jay's ears?
No way. How we doing, mate?
Okay.
Yeah. Don't tell me you're throwing these away.
Yeah, throwing these away.
Why?
It's been in the shed for too long now, so just going to get rid.
These are nice, solid items, these are. Did you used to be a DJ or something? What?
About 9 years ago, and I just stopped.
What's in this one? Are you throwing that away as
Yeah,
well?
throwing that away. It's empty. It's just a flight case.
Flight case.
Yeah.
So what used to be in there then?
Just turntables and mixer, both sides.
So this is redundant. Oh, blimey, they're heavy, aren't they? So what music do you used to play then?
A bit of funky house, speed garage, a bit of everything really.
You must miss it though, eh?
I miss it, but it's having the time.
Yeah.
You grow up,
You grow up, yeah.
work, get a job.
And why are they so heavy? Is it because of the speaker that's inside
Not
it?
the edges though. There's a massive magnet in there anyway. So.
Oh, there's a magnet in
Yeah.
there. All right. OK. So, if it's all right with you, can I take them, yeah?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sure.
Look, it's going in there anyway, so yeah. that's
All
fine.
right. Well, I'll probably be able to turn these into something, and then I'll stay in contact with you and let you know what I've done, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
Good on you, man. But you've got to give me a hand with these, because these are too heavy, man. God, blimey.
A little less complaining, please, Jay. A great find, though. What do you think's in store for them, Lee?
Be interesting to see what you can do with it. Can't see what you can do with it, but it'll be interesting.
So these are so cool. What we've got is a massive long flight case and 2 industrial speakers. Now, they are heavy, just take my word for that, but I'm really excited about these ones. I think I could turn this into something amazing.
That makes it 3 items banked. Daniel will take on the table. Katie and Richard have the chairs to transform. and Jay will work his magic on the old DJ kit.
Now that's it, done and dusted. Got 3 good items in the bag. Let the games begin.
Stratford, East London. This area has seen extensive transformation in recent years, which makes it the perfect spot for Daniel's workshop.
Hopefully he's going to like it, even though it's falling apart. But it's a heavy lump, so I need him to give me a hand. So there we are.
So,
It's all right, isn't it?
it's all right. It will be.
It will be, yeah. Let's get it in the bench.
Yeah, let's have a proper look at it inside. Alrighty. Okay.
Can do something with this?
Yeah, just, well, we managed to get it in here without it falling to pieces.
Yeah, anything
So that's encouraging.
Well, this side looks like it's going to fall apart at any time.
Yeah, yeah. So it's the individual bits of timber that are just separating from each other, aren't they?
Yeah, that's all it is, really.
And they're not split. They're good bits of wood.
The idea that I was thinking of is just having one of your lovely prints on top. So you
Right.
coming up, because when it is all glued together, you've got kind of like this beautiful oval shape, which
Yeah.
would be quite nice, I think.
It's a nice...
Look at that, that's a big shape, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice surface area for
Yeah.
sure. Lovely. Yeah, OK.
But you've got to do the work, and then you've got to kind of fix it as well.
Yeah, I think I should probably think of them as 2 separate activities.
Right.
Sort it out first,
Yeah.
and then add something to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's loads of... You've done well, because there's...
Oh, you
there's-
like it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
There's flat surface area.
Yeah,
And-
there
and
is.
that's-
And there's lots of it as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. Daniel likes the table, but will Jay like the budget?
If I can have 400, then I know that I can do the work on it properly.
Yeah.
And get it really, really beautifully put back together.
Yeah.
Then with a real signature print on the top, and do something special with the underneath as well.
So basically, what you're saying to me is you're going to fix it, going to make it look cool,
Yeah.
and you're going to make my job selling it easier for £400.
Yeah, I think so.
Stick it there, mate. I'm going to get in there quick.
Absolutely, Jay. You know a good deal when you hear one.
Jay's left me quite a good project, I think, because it's made of really good material, but I'm yet to discover to what extent, you know, it's wonky and it's fallen to pieces, basically.
Now, Daniel seemed really pleased to take on that old rickety table. Now, for £400, he's going to turn it into something amazing. I just can't wait to see the results.
Daniel has agreed a budget of £400 to transform the table. Jay is leaving him to decide on the vital print design which could make or break this project. The charming county of Monmouthshire in South Wales. The ideal setting for husband and wife team Richard and Katie to lose themselves in the art of reclamation.
I'd really like for him to just bring something that's just totally overlooked, really dilapidated and a bit sad and just needs a bit of love.
Yeah, something that's a bit sad and lonely, lived a long life, but is now on its way down, and we can give it a lift, rejuvenate it.
Forget about the chairs. I'll be right over.
I'm in sunny old South Wales, and I've come to see Katie and Richard. And I've brought them along these lovely teak chairs. Now, they need a bit of fixing. I'm sure they can handle that. Let's go and see them. How are we doing, guys?
You all right? How you doing?
Hi. Oh.
Wow, look at
Got
these.
something for you.
Okay.
Excellent.
Do you want to grab
Exciting.
Cool.
Oh,
Let's have a look.
nice.
How you doing?
All right. Hi, Jay. How you doing?
I'm very good, actually.
Good.
That one goes up there. How you
All
doing,
right,
sir?
mate? Yeah, very well. Good to see you.
Interesting.
They are interesting.
Yeah.
And I thought they'd be right up your street, to tell
Yeah.
the truth.
Yeah.
They do need a little bit of fixing.
Yeah.
A little bit of love.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, cosmetically, they look a bit tired.
They
Yeah.
are a bit tired.
But they're still a form of a chair, which is a good start, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of potential there, I think. Lots of potential.
Some lovely shape as well. I like this. This is really interesting detail.
So what I was thinking, that you guys could just cover these over and, spruce them up a bit. But obviously, I'm here, so it's your ideas, really.
Strip them back first,
Yeah.
I think, sand them down.
Right.
See what's going on underneath.
Yeah.
And then...
And
What do you think?
reseated, I think. Obviously, new fabric, but it might be nice to really get them a little bit more padded as well, make them super comfy. And this might be beech, I think. It looks like a...
No, I
decent-
think this is teak.
Oh, is it
I think we've got
teak?
teak here. Yeah.
Oh,
Which is nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
So, it brings me down to budget. How much are we talking?
What do you think?
Well, I think we can probably do the pair for 150.
Cool.
Yeah?
150. So that's fixing them, making them structurally sound, as you said, Richard.
Yeah.
And then new padding on the top,
Yeah.
fabric, and obviously all these scratches and all that. It's going to look a bit better than it is now.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll sand them down and put a little bit of
And
treatment
maybe
on the wood.
and a little bit of paint here and there to pick out the colours of whatever material we use.
That's what I like to wear.
Are we
Yeah.
talking your language?
You like a bit of colour?
I love a bit of colour. Not a lot, I love colour. So 150, we got a deal.
OK, lovely.
All right,
Nice
thank
one.
you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
All right, enjoy,
Cheers.
have fun.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Deal done. Happy, guys?
We asked for something that was a bit sad and in need of repair, and that's what we've got. But I'm really chuffed. You chuffed?
Me too. There's a lot we can do with them. Be nice to get stuck in.
Well then, we won't hold you back any longer.
I'm well chuffed that I brought those 2 chairs down to Katie and Richard. Now, they mentioned a bit of colour, and you know that's right up my street. I just can't wait to see what they do with them.
Katie and Richard's transformation budget is £150. It sounds like they've got what they wanted, but perhaps they should be careful what they wish for. Wonderful Wolverhampton, the creative hub that Jay calls home. The man himself is at his workshop and is raring to get started on the old discarded DJ gear.
It's a nice little DJ set, this is, but its partying days are well and truly over. What I'm intending on doing to this is turn it into a luxurious dressing table. Now, when I open this up, basically, this tells me it's a dressing table because you've got compartments here and storage. On the back there, it's just going to have one long mirror and with some lights, simple. Add the legs on, give it the height. Then for the speakers down below, I'm going to turn those into bedside cabinets. So you'll have a whole bedroom suite set. That's cool, isn't it?
Too cool for school, Jay, or even the bedroom.
First things first, what I have to do is clean this and just get rid of all the stuff I don't want in here and tackling the outside as well. Because what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give it a uniformed colour, but really make a feature of these corners.
That's the exterior prepared. What's next?
So what I'm going to do now is start to rip out some of this foam and basically give me a chance to actually get in there and get all this dust and sand it a bit better. So that's both of them rubbed down, ready for the primer. So the mirror part and also the dressing table. But before I do all of that, I'm going to measure out for a lid base. And what I mean is this kind of bit of lid, and it's going to cover up all of the stuff that you've got inside it. So you don't really want it to be on display, you know, all your messy stuff. Have a hole in there, put your finger in, lift up the lid, and there you go. Measure twice and cut once. So just measuring up again, make sure I've got it perfect.
Good man. We like a bit of perfection around here.
So I've got a number of these that I want to cut, and what I brought out is the big boy saw to just save on the arms.
And speaking of which, a gentle reminder to save other parts of the body by wearing a dust mask and eye protection.
So I've got all the sides cut, and now just slotting them in place, because this will be a perfect base for the actual lid on top. And it just makes it look a lot more neater. And then obviously, once I've got a bit of paint on there, that's the same colour as the inside, then should all go according to plan.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Jay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I have to admire your optimism.
So now I've taken the sides out, you can see the compartments working really well. Just need a splash of colour, lids, legs, back, mirror, lights. God blimey, there's a lot to do, isn't there?
There certainly is. You'd better get those sleeves rolled up. And with £26 and 50p spent so far and a lot of work still to be done, you may be running the risk of having to give yourself a bit of a dressing down. Over in East London, Daniel is about to get cracking on the oak table. What's the plan?
I just basically need to fix it, shore it up, and then I can start to do some really interesting things with it as well.
First things first, the tabletop needs to come off so it can be repaired.
So what I'm going to do now is get the middle pieces together and mark out where I'm going to drill and put the dowels in. I'm going to use a wooden dowel.
Wooden dowel pins are used to reinforce joints and support shelves.
But first of all, I've got to mark where I'm actually going to put the dowels in. So I've got this tool, which is basically a guide for doing my dowels. So it will just make sure that the dowels are in the same height on both pieces of timber so that they'll marry together.
Ooh, very clever.
So they seem okay.
Calibration confirmed. Lashings of glue now required.
That feels good. I'm pleased with how it's come together. What I need to do now, you can still see there's a gap, and that's where I'm going to use these ratchets to basically ratchet these so that they're joined together, and they should hopefully end up with a really, really nice join.
With the tabletop set aside to dry, Daniel turns his attention to the legs.
It's really satisfying.
It's so nice to see a man happy in his work.
Great.
So far, this table doesn't appear to be giving Daniel any problems.
I'm just going to show you one small part of this kind of process that I'm going to do to it that's going to transform it. And I'm going to apply gold leaf to these sections here. And the first thing that I need to do is I need to apply the glue to the surface that will stick the gold leaf on.
Daniel is brushing the glue into all of the creases and folds of the bobbin legs to ensure an even coverage when the gold leaf is applied.
Stick it all the way around. So as you can see, it's a really time-consuming process.
Time-consuming and fiddly, you say? Nothing like a little pressure to help get the job done. In South Wales, Richard and Katie have pulled up a couple of chairs.
Right then.
What's on the agenda for today, guys?
The first job, as ever, is to sand them down. As you can see, they're looking a bit weary. So we want to strip the wood right back, and then we can oil it and make them look really beautiful again.
I'm going to take a look at the seats. They're not too bad pad-wise, but I think we need to replace all the upholstery because it may be that they're damp and a little bit old, a bit smelly. So I will take all this apart, probably use the original board and then reupholster them and choose some nice fabric. And also we need to pick some paint colour if we use colour that works with the fabric. So we need a bit of time to choose carefully, I think.
Yeah, bring them back to life.
Sounds good. But it's quite a to-do list. Best get started.
Yeah, it's going.
That'll do for now, and I think it's going to shake a little bit once you sand it.
And please, folks, like Richard, make sure you always wear a protective mask when sanding. It'll put a smile on Katie's face.
Yeah, I think Jay might be right. You thought it was teak under here?
Yeah, it's looking like teak, isn't it? It's not
dark.
It's not
Yeah.
pale enough to be beech.
No.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Grain's really nice.
So let's have a go at a leg.
Confirmation of teak is good news. Teak furniture is amongst the most expensive. And why? It's sought after for its elegance and its durability. Rather like myself.
We're probably going to put a bit of paint on these chairs, just to pick out a few details. So I'm going to have a play with some colours just to get an idea of what we're going to use.
With progress made on the chair frames, now is a good time to step inside a world of fabric.
So this is my magic fabric basket. So I'm just going to have a little look and see if we can find anything that might work for the chairs.
So we're going to need something that's fairly hard wearing, aren't we?
That's a good weight. That's good.
Oh yeah, that's nice with the pink.
You know what's quite nice about this? It's got a bit of humour to it.
The
You know, if
idea
you're
of
going to...
sitting on a cactus.
Yeah. Look at the colours in that. That's amazing. I love that fabric.
It seems the guys are having far too much fun. Time for Minnie to jump in and help move things along.
This one? What do you think? Say, if you like it. No.
Well, Minnie wasn't much help, but the perfect fabric is in there somewhere. Time for Katie to focus on the seat pads.
I want to keep the wooden base, and I'm just going to take off all the covering, all of this slightly manky material that we've got on that we're not going to use. See what's underneath. This is chipboard. You can see straight away that it's suffered a bit of damp. Might be salvageable, might sand it up a bit and just see if the damp's penetrated it. We might have to replace the wooden base as well.
After a good start, it seems the chair is giving up some unwanted secrets. Perhaps converting these chairs on a small budget won't be so easy after all. While the artisans continue to work hard on their items, Jay is putting the finishing touches to the flight case.
This is looking beautiful.
When Jay rescued the DJ case from the skip, its party days were well and truly over. Fun, functional and well and truly funky. Jay's joinery skills have turned this from a cast-off case into a dapper dressing table. Standing on a set of sleek legs, it comes complete with new compartments. Alas, the speakers didn't make the grade, but Jay put all his focus into the case, and the dressing table can now play its part in many more nights to come. Happy, Jay?
Now this has come out exactly the way I wanted it to. I had a few troubles along the way, but that's to be expected. I've never done a dressing table like this before, but I've got all the elements here. I've got a mirror, I've got compartments where you can store all your bits and bobs, and I've even got holes in the back for the hair dryers and all other bits. So, there's only one other bit. Let's put this down like that. The piece de la resistance, check this out. Goes like that. Bosh. Now that is cool.
Very cool, Jay. Good work. When Jay met him at the tip, Lee was clearing out the remnants of his old DJ career.
Did you used to be a DJ or something?
Yeah, about 9 years ago, and I just stopped.
You must miss it though, eh?
I miss it, but it's having the time.
Yeah.
You grow up,
You grow up, yeah.
work, get a job.
Lee may have played his last record, but Jay tapped into the beat of his imagination and the rhythm of his vision. And the result? A bold and unique dressing table. The lights have been pat tested, ensuring that it complies with all UK safety standards. Now Jay is back in Walsall to see Lee and show him the transformation.
How are we doing?
Oh, you're all right, yeah.
You all right, mate?
You okay?
Yeah, very good. So, do you remember your, what was it called, your DJ set that you brought down?
Yeah, yeah.
So how long have you had that for?
About a can't remember how long, but it's been in the shed for about 4 years.
Oh, is it? 4 years?
It was about, I think I've had it about 8, 10 years.
So your DJing days are over then?
Yeah, definitely over.
Well, I took it on myself, that flight case that you had,
Yep.
and the speakers. I didn't do much with the speakers. As a matter of fact, I didn't do anything with them. But what I did with the deck was that. Turned it into a dressing table. So what you've got, these are 3 compartments. You lift them up, and then you put all your storage in
That
there.
looks good, that does.
And then you've got your mirror there, where the lights, you can change them, and this LED.
That's pretty good.
You like that, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
But the sad thing is, I think it's cool, you think it's cool, but no one's bought it.
No one's bought it yet.
No one's bought it yet.
Yet.
And that's the word I like to hear, because basically, I will get this sold, and as soon as I do, I'm going to send some money your way.
Awesome.
Is that all right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice
All
one.
right.
Cheers, Jay.
You take care
Nice
now.
one, you take care.
All right, mate. See you later. Now, Lee was impressed with the transformation, but we didn't sell it. Now, I'm a little bit gutted about that. Onwards and upwards, I'll get that sold.
Jay spent £86.49 on materials. And although he hasn't had a buyer yet, as soon as he does, the profit will be making its way to Lee. In East London, Daniel is giving the table a final polish in preparation for Jay's arrival.
Jay dropped me off a table that was in a bit of a state, so I think he's going to be really pleased to see it kind of put back together in one piece, and yeah, I hope he likes what I've done with it.
Well, Daniel, we're about to find out.
I'm here to pick up my broken drop leaf table. Now, Daniel said to me he's going to give me something special. I'm just hoping he's done that, and he's put the table together again.
After years of loyal service, it seemed this table's dining days were over. But now, it looks good enough to eat your dinner off. To turn the fractured furniture back into something functional, Daniel toiled day and night to repair, restore, refresh and renew the old table. His show-stopping design was printed directly onto the reconstructed top, creating a real centerpiece. The imitation gold leaf on the beautiful bobbin legs enhances the classy feel of this luxurious table. It's all back in one piece, but what will Jay make of it?
Hey, Jay.
Come on, man. Keep doing this to me. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. I'm pleased with it. What do you think?
You've got to stop. You keep on lifting these levels up of your work, and you've got to give some of us a chance to catch up, mate. This is beautiful.
The legs are making a statement, but the top is something else. So
Yeah.
there's lots of different things going on in this piece.
There's a lot, but what you've done is you've created a table which just looks light, and it's got so much movement to it. Like, I think it is beautiful. It's like a table in flight. Yeah, you've made a heavy table, looks super light, and the legs, come on. You know I love a bit of bling, and that is just...
Well, I just thought, you know, these sorts of tables are quite commonplace,
Yeah.
and I thought, well, why not do something with it that's really fun,
Yeah.
lifts it up, makes it into something completely different from the rest of them. So,
Yeah.
gold leaf there.
Gold leaf, it's quality.
Jay's happy, but did all this quality add to the budget?
Actually, it was fine because I haven't really done anything other than put it back together and paint it and give it a new look.
No, what you're no, don't say you haven't done anything. Look what you've done to that. That's a work of art, mate. You've done a bit more than just putting it together. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
But I didn't have to buy any new timber or anything like that. You know, the raw ingredients were there.
Yeah.
It just needed putting all back together and smartening up.
Modest as always, Daniel, but Jay is absolutely thrilled with the result.
Daniel has opened up the true potential of that table. I couldn't be happier.
The oak table belonged to David, who was optimistic for its future.
Bit of modern chic. What do they call it these days? Distress chic or something? I don't know. I'm sure he'll do a good job.
Distressing? No. Stunning?
Oh, yes.
You said it, Daniel. And it didn't take long for a private buyer on Daniel's social media to agree. Now Jay is on his way to see David to hand over the profit.
Hello, Dave.
Hello again.
How you doing?
I'm well, and you?
I'm very well,
Good,
actually.
good, good.
So how you been, then?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
So do you remember the table you brought to a recycling centre?
We were actually emptying Mum's house.
OK.
Because she's moving down here with us to Somerset.
Yeah.
And my dad was a real hoarder. We lost him a couple of years ago, and we couldn't keep everything.
Right.
So you guys were there and took it away for us.
Right. Well, it was a good solid bit of timber and a beautiful table, even though it was broken. And took it down to London, East London, to a guy called Daniel Heath. And he worked his magic on it. And do you want to have a butcher's? What he done?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, look at that.
Wow. Oh, my word, that is amazing.
So all of that, what's on there, is his own design, and he's printed it on.
That is amazing. And I thought my dad had really bad taste in furniture.
No, he's got good taste, because that table was beautiful English oak.
Was it really?
Solid.
That's incredible. That is absolutely amazing. Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, someone else thought it was incredible and amazing.
OK.
So much so that it's been sold, and I have for you £325.
Oh, my God. Wow. That is incredible. My mum's going to love that, because I wanted to go away on holiday this Christmas.
Right, yeah.
So, there we go. It's my mum's table, and
Right.
her and Dad bought it.
OK?
Sorry, yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. She's going to love it.
No, that's good. And as I said, your old man, he had brilliant taste because the table was good,
Yeah.
and it looks good, and so much, someone's bought it. So
Incredible.
it's going to keep it full circle.
Thank you so much.
Right.
That's just amazing.
No, thank you.
Wow.
And tell
Brilliant.
Mum I said hello.
I will.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You take care now.
Take care then. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. I think David was impressed with that transformation and the emotion that he showed because it was his father's table. Now that was touching. And the money's going to his mum so she can have a nice break. Brilliant.
Daniel charged £400 to transform the table. The table was bought for £725, leaving a £325 profit to go towards David's mum's holiday. In South Wales, Katie and Richard are giving the two dining chairs a final polish in preparation for Jay's arrival.
There's something a little bit unusual about them. They're quite fairy tale-like, and I don't know whether Jay goes in for fairy tales, but we do.
Well, guys, we're about to find out.
I'm in South Wales to see Katie and Richard, and I want to know how they got on with those wet dining chairs. Hopefully, they've dried them out and done them up a treat.
Damp, damaged and about to be dumped. That was until Jay delivered them to Katie and Richard. It seems fairy tales do come true. Unrecognisable from their previous life, Katie and Richard started right at the beginning to refit, refurbish and rejuvenate this pair of tired chairs. They've brought the best out of the teak, have completely replaced those damp seats, which meet all UK fire safety standards. Katie and Richard hope the new look will give the chairs the happy ever after they deserve. But what will the boss think?
How are we doing, guys? Are you still working on them?
No, not these.
Oh. Now, that's nice, isn't it? Thank you.
Yeah, you like him?
Yeah, I do like them.
Excellent.
Pink and brown.
Pink and brown.
Yeah, it's unusual, isn't it?
I've never used pink and brown together, and I thought I'd done all of the colours. And you've got one up on me, actually.
Yeah.
So why did you choose this fabric?
Wow, because originally we thought that the wood was going to stand up
Light.
more golden.
Yeah.
You know, not light, but golden. And we thought, oh, a nice green or a blue or tone. And then as soon as we got this, we thought, no, it's not going to work.
Right.
I found this fabric and it had this teak colour in it, almost, you know, and I thought, hey, will we do something really moody and unusual?
Yeah.
Try and
And it
colour
also had
match
the
this.
pink, so it suggested this little flash of pink
Yeah.
across the top.
And it's
Together, tonally, it all seems to work really well. You
got-
know, it's got a rich, kind of luxurious feel to it.
like a sort of 70s luxe feel.
You've done it. Well done.
A cracking result. But has all that work added to the budget?
And budget-wise, I left you with £150 for the pair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spot
we're good.
on.
Well, spot on.
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. I love it.
know.
I love it.
Jay's been won over by the luxurious 70s look. Happy, guys?
I like that he was surprised as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to keep people on their toes, keep them guessing, and an unusual colour combination is a risk,
Yeah.
but I think it paid off.
Yeah.
Took me a little while to get my head around that colour combination, but now I love it. Those chairs are pretty and pink. Time to get selling.
The dining chairs belong to David, who would have been more than happy with a little spruce up.
I'd like to see them back and functioning, to be honest. I'd like to think somebody can sit on them in the future, yeah.
And thanks to Katie and Richard, one can not only sit on them, but gaze at their beauty. No wonder that Lovely and British, a gift shop in Southwark, London, said, "We'll have those, thank you very much." Owner Lorna was delighted with her purchase.
Oh, they're lovely. Really pleased. They're going to fit in well with the shop.
Now Jay is back in Walsall to hand over the profit.
Oh, yeah.
How are we doing? You all
I'm
right?
good, I'm good, yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Likewise.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you remember those two chairs, or the wet chairs that you brought down
Oh,
to
yeah,
the cycling
they were
centre?
very damp, weren't they?
I took them to a couple down in South Wales, and what they turned your chairs into is... Have a look at this.
Good grief. There's those chairs. That's incredible. And matching, oh, they're matching pairs.
The
aren't they?
matching pair.
Fantastic.
So they've got the pink on the back,
Yeah.
and they've cleaned them up, and the seats, they just got rid of them.
They're
because-
reupholstered, are they? As
Yeah,
well?
reupholstered,
Yeah.
new base, because the base was all wet.
Yeah.
Rubbed them all down, re-oiled them, paint, new upholstery, and there you go.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
I'm pleased to tell you,
Yeah.
I was able to sell those,
All right, okay.
and I've got for you
Yeah.
£115
Good grief.
profit.
That's fantastic. Right, that's brilliant.
all right?
That is excellent. In fact, that's...
What are you going to do with that?
Well, you might have seen my prostate cancer badge. I'm doing a
okay.
cycle run for that, so that'll go in my sponsorship.
Oh, is
towards-
it?
Yeah, yeah. So that'll go towards cancer.
So how far are you riding? Where are you going?
I'm doing the Grand Depart, which is a mirror of the first stage of the Tour de France next year. So it's 195k. Yeah.
In one day you're going
In
to do
one
that?
day, yeah, yeah, yeah. yeah.
God blimey, well,
yeah.
you could best get some practice in
I
then.
shall, yeah,
All right?
yeah, yeah. That's fantastic. Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
No
You take
problem.
care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Now that was a great result. Dave was thoroughly impressed with regards to what we did to his chairs, and also the money's going to a great cause. All-round winner.
Katie and Richard kept to their £150 budget. The chairs were sold for £265, leaving David with £115 to put towards his charity event. Jay salvaged 3 items from the tip. Daniel wowed us with the oak table. Katie and Richard worked wonders on the dining chairs. And Jay produced some magic with the DJ kit.
What a mix of tip finds. It just goes to show that with a bit of imagination and a lot of hard work, even the most tired items can be transformed.